What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here. Welcome to your YouTube channel for Power Yoga. Welcome to another video here on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining. I am at a very special place. I'm at the Feathered Pipe Ranch in Helena, Montana for the Veterans Yoga Project's annual summit and our Mindful Resilience teacher training program that we do up here in Montana. So it's a very sacred space, a very beautiful space, and I'm just really thrilled to do some yoga with you here in Montana. Even though you might be in a different place than me, I really welcome you to your practice, and I'm going to meet you on the mat here in the pose of the child. I'll see you on the mat. Let's roll that intro. Making your way into the child's pose with the big toes to touch, the knees as far as mat width distance, possibly apart. Settle the belly between the thighs, let the hands rest on the floor and with the forehead on the floor. And begin to breathe nice and deeply. Keeping the eyes closed, just feel the breath come in. Keeping the eyes closed, let the air go out. And let your chin roll from shoulder to shoulder. You're still in child's pose here. Just starting to open up the neck bones a little bit. The head goes side to side, still remaining soft and gentle. Okay, bring your chin back to the center. Let's come up to all fours into the tabletop pose. And I want you to sit up and then bring your hands to your hips, hands to the hips. I want you to gate out your left leg. So the gate goes like this, the outer edge of the left foot stays nice and sealed, so press. And we're gonna go back into child's pose in the gated position. So take the hands onto the floor, let your hips come back towards your right heel, and then settle into the pose of the child in this position. You should feel a deep stretch coming to the inside of your left groin. And you want to drop the shoulders down a little bit here. Just find this pose. Just relax. Now, you could be finding this quite challenging to do. Just find the balance between effort and ease. In this pose, we want to go more towards the ease position, but there could be some effort required to stay in the pose a little bit. And bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. And we're going to come up to tabletop pose. Bring the left foot in, other side. Gate out the right foot. And then from this gated position, we sink the left hip back towards the left heel, and you're in the child's pose with the right leg gated out. Notice the differences on the two sides of the body. Release the hands back underneath the shoulders, tabletop. Bring the right knee in. Keep your knees apart. You're back in tabletop pose. I want to go into puppy pose. Walk the hands out in front of you, and then let's get into the shoulders here. Just drop the chest towards the floor, forehead on the floor. Keep the tailbone lifted. This is about stretching your shoulder girdle. You'll notice the blades of the shoulders coming together. Let the belly be soft. Coming out of puppy pose, we go right into cat pose. So bring the hands underneath the shoulders, around the spine. Really push the floor away here, tops of the feet into the floor. You want to be a navel gazer here, chin to the chest, look at the belly. Inhale, cow facing, breathe in. Exhale, cat pose, round and dome the spine. Pull it in through centerline core. Inhale, change, cow facing. Cat pose, pull it in, you get a hold in your cat pose. Keep the tops of the feet on the floor in cat pose, stay in cat pose, raise the shins off the mat, push into the tops of the feet. Now, if your toes are starting to sickle inward, readjust the feet so they're pointing directly back, engage the core, push into the tops of the feet. Remain here for 3, 2, and set the knees back down, tuck the toes, walk the hands out in front of you, downward dog. Take the hips back and up. Pedal the feet out a little bit here, move it around. Feel free to take a leg up and open up a hip. Stretch the side of your body here. Keep the shoulders square as best you can. Circles with the left knee and ankle joint of the right knee and ankle joint. We'll stay here for 3. We'll stay here for 2. And then travel to the top of the mat for Ragdoll Pose. You're at the bow of the boat on the mat here. Grab a hold of the elbows. Drop the head low. Stay still or feel free to side sway. Set the backs of the hands to the floor. I'm going to roll up to mountain pose. Take the arms above the head, reach it up, breathe in. On the exhale, cactus the arm, gentle back bend. Re-extend the arms back up. Let's take a full breath in, reach. Bend and fly, so we come into birdie pose. Keep the feet wide here, just bring the arms back. Stand it back up, mountain pose. Cactus the arms, draw it into a back bend. Re-extend the arms, mountain pose. Back to wide-legged birdie pose, sit it down. Stay in this nice deep squat. Set your hands on the mat, forward fold. Feet still should be hip-width apart. Take your left arm up to the sky. Keep your right hand down. Twist open towards the left side. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Rise up, mountain pose. At this mountain pose, shrug the shoulders. So keep the arms down alongside, shrug the shoulders up, and then down and back, and then forwards. Take your time. Change directions when you can. Send the arms up to the sky. Keep your feet hip width. And then on the exhale, keep your left hand up. Take the right hand towards the right hip. And then do a little side body stretch. Keep driving the left hip to the left. And we'll come back up to the top. And we're going to go to the other side. Right hand is up. Left hand sneaks down this left side of the body. Then bow it open. Going left, going left. Back to the top. Big breath in. Cactus the arms, back bend. Re-extend arms skyward, breathe in. Bend and fly. Feet are hip width apart, arms are extending behind, palms face down. Full breath in. On the exhale, set the hands down. Lift the hips up, forward fold. Toe heel your feet together. Step the left foot back. Set the left knee down. And let's take the arms up for modified low lunge. Sinking into the hips here, feeling the stretch in the front of the left psoas, extend up, fire through the fingertips, a lot of energy here. Full breath in. On the exhale, hands down, shift your hips back. We're now a half Hanuman pose, getting into the hamstring. Just get a little beat on that. Okay, rebend into the right leg. Let's come into runner's lunge. You're gonna tuck your left toes, and let's step forward. Top of the mat, halfway lift and lengthen, breath in. Chin to the chest, fold. Mountain pose, reach. Side bend, right hand down, left arm up. Back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Bend to the side. Back to mountain pose. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Bend it back. Re-extend the arms to the sky. Birdie pose. Fly it back. Set the hands down to the floor. Lift the hips up to the sky. Forward fold. Step the right foot back. Set the right knee down. Modified low lunge. Extend the arms up. Keep squaring, drawing the left hip back. Right hip goes down and forward. Reach and extend up. A little Uddiyana Bandha, that's tucking the belly in and up. Full breath in. Exhale, hands set down. Shift the hips back. Half Hanuman over the left leg. Okay, from here we're going to rebend back into the left leg. You're going to come into runner's lunge. You're going to tuck the right toes underneath. Step back to a plank. Left foot steps back. And from here we lower all the way down to the floor. Cobra pose, keep the toes untucked. Draw the heels together. Hands underneath the shoulders, lift it up. Exhale, chin back down. Cobra pose number 2, lift up. Exhale, coming back down. Third one, it's a cobra or upward facing dog. We're gonna be making our way back to down dog here in 3, 2. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky, breath out. Walk to the top of your mat. Bring your toes and heels to touch. Find a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, reach. Breathe in. Birdie pose, sit the hips back and down, sweep the arms behind you. Stand up, twist it open to the right side. Back to birdie pose, bring the hands back, bend the knees. Stand it up, twist open to the left side. Back to birdie pose, we sit it down, we bend and fly. Tadasana pose, into a back bend, up and back. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog, breathe out. Rise to your toe mounds. Bend your knees, look forward, hop it up, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Yogi bow. Root to rise, mountain. Sweep. Birdie pose. Fly the arms back. Stand it up, twist open to the right. Back to birdie pose. Stand it up, twist it open to the left. Birdie pose. Back bend, Tadasana, stand it up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, pulls the chest through the arms. Exhale, down dog. Adding on, come to the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, hop it up. Land soft, half lift. Exhale, fold. Birdie pose, sit it down. Standing staff, right knee lifts. Finding your first balance here. Right knee lifts up. Twist it open to the right. Option to bring your left hand to your knee. Option is to go into Dancing Shiva. Kick your right foot forward. Back to the center. Birdie pose, right foot sets. Fly the arms back. Standing staff pose, left knee lifts. Twist it to the left. Option to bring the hand to the knee. Option for dancing Shiva. Back to center. Birdie pose, fly it back. Arcing Tadasana, stand it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Empty out. Third big round of air. Let it go. Come to the toes, bend the knees, look forward, float it up. Land soft. Halfway lift. Bow in. Birdie pose, sit it down. Staff pose, right knee lifts. Twist it open, dancing Shiva, or modify. Back to the center. Birdie pose, here comes the change. Birdie pose, power lunge, left foot steps back. Extend through the crown of the head. I'm going to try to keep your left heel pointing upward, crown forward. Easy twist, left hand sets. Right arm to the sky. Set the right hand down onto the floor. Skandasana, walk your hands to the left. Left butt cheek over the left heel. Down nice and low. Hands to prayer. You can keep your hands on the floor. You could also go bow and arrow style. Walk it to the front. You're now in runner's lunge, framing out the right leg. Low plank, right foot steps back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, comes to down dog. We rise to the toes on the in-breath. Bend the knees deeply, float it forward. Soft. Halfway up. Forward fold. Birdie. Staff, left knee. Twist it to the left, dancing Shiva maybe. Back to the center. Remember, here comes the change. Birdie. Fly the arms back. Power lunge, right foot extends back. Make your adjustments. Draw the hands together towards one another, palms facing down. Moving to easy twist, right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. Turn your head, look left. Send the left arm forward, set the left hand down. Skandasana, walk it back. Runner's lunge, walk it forward, frame up on the left foot. Low plank, sail the left foot back, drop in. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe out. 3 breaths. Third round, take it in. Empty out. Come to the toes, rise. Bend the knees, look it up, float it up. Halfway lift and lengthen. Birdie pose, let's bring it down. Send the arms back. Standing staff, right knee up. Twist to the right, dancing Shiva. Take your option. Back to the center. Birdie pose, right foot sets. Send the arms back. Power lunge, left foot extends. Left hand down, right arm up. Easy twist. We move into horizon lunge. Send the right arm forward, sweep the right hand out to the side, and then you pivot and drop the hip down. So the right arm is facing towards the back of the mat. Let the left hip sink. Bring it back to the center, send the right arm forward. 2 more, horizon, send it back. Come back to the front, we have 1 more, horizon, runner's lunge. Let's bring it down. Right foot steps back, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Right out of the gate, rise to the toes. Bend the knees, look it up, float it up. Softly land, lift it up. Birdie pose, sit it down. Staff pose, stand it up, left knee. Twist it to the left, or we're moving into the revolved dancing Shiva. Bring it to the center. Birdie pose, set the foot down. Right foot steps back, we're in runner's lunge. Excuse me, power lunge. Easy twist. Right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. Moving into horizon lunge 3 times. Left arm extends forward, and then we sweep it out to the left side. So I'll explain a little more while we're on this side. So notice both of my toes are facing towards the camera here, and then the right hip is sinking towards the floor. So I feel this monster stretch. So we do want to keep it nice and sunk down. But as we come out of the pose, and let's do that now, left arm extends, and then we come right back to the runner's lunge. Left arm extends forward, and then we go back to second horizon lunge. Sweep it out to the left, sink the hip down, and back to the runner's lunge. Send it forward. We got 1 more, just like that, horizon. Back to runner's lunge. Frame up the left foot. Low plank, use your core, send the left foot back, drop in. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe out. Walk the hands to the back of your mat. Peace sign fingers capture your big toes. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Release, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, tailbone to the sky, soften the knees, drop in. 3 breaths. Third round. Empty out. All right, yogis, here we go. Come to the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, hop it up. Softly land. Take a halfway lift. Take a forward fold, breathe out. Mountain pose, rise up. Big breath comes in. Birdie pose, bend and fly. Left foot extends back, power lunge. Easy twist, left hand down, right arm to the sky. 1 time horizon lunge, right arm forward, sweep it out to the side, and then from horizon lunge, we come into Skandasana. Walk it over to the left, and you come down. Release, runner's lunge. Let's walk it forward. You're framing up the right foot. Spin your left heel flat. Come to warrior 2. Right foot is forward, arms extend up. Drishti comes over the thumb, tailbone tucks, sink in to the right knee, contract the back leg. Arms are like oars. So if you find yourself leaning forward, pull it back. Right palm flips, and we're going to reverse our warrior. And sit up. Drishti can be down the back leg, or your eye gaze can go up towards the right hand. You want to feel that really deep stretch on the right side body. As you feel the stretch, keep sinking into the right knee. And then one action, we go into side angle. So right forearm to the thigh, send the left arm over your eyebrow. Keep turning your head, look underneath the left armpit. Back to Warrior 2. On your inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg, pivot the right toes. So here you are, you're facing towards the left side. We're going to come into Birdie Pose at the back of the mat. So right foot meets the left, you're in Birdie Pose at the back at the stern of your mat. In one action, we're going to stand up with your left knee. We call this Staff Pose. And in one action, we're going to come into a nice little squat. So left foot comes behind, land the toes, squat down, cactus the arms. Drawing the shoulder heads back. Now keep your legs in that configuration, but you're going to straighten the legs and you're going to bow over towards the right side. So you're straightening up, right hand is going down, left arm's coming over. Back to that beautiful squat, curtsy squat. Keep the legs, stand it up, go to the right. One more time to the curtsy squat. And from here we stand it up, Staff Pose, left knee lifts. Reach up, Birdie Pose, left foot comes down. And then from here it's Star Pose, so we stand up, right foot comes all the way out. We reach up, we get big and gangster. And on an exhale, we move into Warrior 2. Turn out the right toes, send the arms out. One breath to reverse your warrior. And on the exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up. Your route to downward facing dog. Once you get to down dog, empty the lungs, rise to the toes, bend the knees, float it up. Land, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, reach. Birdie Pose, bend and fly. Right foot steps back. Runner's lunge to power lunge. Easy twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Horizon lunge. Left arm goes over, and then we sweep it out one time. And from this horizon lunge, we come right into Skandasana. So you walk it to the right side, and here we are. Beautiful Skandasana. Runner's lunge, release. Walk your hands to the front, frame up the left leg. From here, we spin our right heel flat, setting up for Warrior 2. Rise, Vira 2. Left palm flips, reverse the warrior, take it up. Keep reaching up and rooting down through the back foot. Keep the toes light, however. In 3, it's one action, side angle. 3, 2, 1, one action, side angle lunge. Make your way back to Vira 2. And then from the second warrior, we straighten our left leg. We pivot the left toes. It's Birdie Pose at the back of your mat. Left foot meets the right. Sink it down. Now we stand up with the right knee, lift it up. Come into the curtsy squat. Right foot comes behind. Curtsy it down, squat. We hold. Keep your legs. And then we straighten the legs and we come up and we bend over towards the left side. Ooh, this is tough on this side. Back to the curtsy squat. Bring it down. Keep the legs, stand it up, bend over towards the left. Last curtsy squat. Let's bring it down, make it good. Staff pose, right knee lifts. Strengthening the left leg, finding that beautiful balance point. Birdie pose, right foot comes down. We send the arms back. Star pose, it's one big step. Left leg. Get big and gangster. Hands to the heart center. Turn out the left toes, Warrior 2. Inhale to reverse the warrior, breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga, hands down. High to low. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Walk the hands to the rear of the mat. Step on the palms for gorilla. Release the hands. Walk the hands back up front. Down dog. Take your left foot to the outside of the left wrist. Set the right knee down. I'm going to do cat grabs its tail. Untuck the right toes. Let the left knee come out to the side. Now take your right foot, bring it in. With your left hand, reach back, grab the top of the foot. Cat grabs its tail. And just start to kick into the top of the foot. Open up the chest. We're going to release into Hanuman, half Hanuman. We come back, shift your hips back. Modified low lunge. Bend into the left leg, bring the arms up, breathe in. Now on the exhale, we're going to shift our hips back. We're going to sweep our left arm back, keep the right arm forward. Rebend back into the modified lunge. Both arms up, breathe in. On the exhale, we're going to sweep the right arm back as we straighten out the leg. Right arm stays forward. Right arm back, left arm forward. Rebend into the leg, send the arms up. Half Hanuman, bring both arms behind you. Sorry, I misspoke there a little bit. Runner's lunge. Let the hands touch the floor, lift the right kneecap. Vertical splits, right leg to the sky. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Keep pushing through the center of your left foot. Drop the chin towards the chest. Keep kicking up through the right leg. Right foot to the mat, forward fold. Rise up to mountain pose, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Okay, I'm going to recommend we maybe take a little hop back for chaturanga, or if you want a handstand back, that's totally your jam. Big old upward facing dog, back bend. Downward dog, exhale. Beautiful work. Take your right foot to the outside of the right wrist. Cat grabs its tail, other side. Left knee sets. Turn your right toes out about 45 degrees. Take the right arm behind you. Let's grab the top of the other foot. Here we are. Okay, we're going to release right into half Hanuman. So you shift back, fold. Runner's lunge, modified runner's lunge. Just bend into the right leg, bring both arms up. And on the first one, we're going to shift back. We're going to sweep the left arm back. Right arm stays forward. Rebend, modified lunge. Send the arms up. Now we shift it back, taking the right arm back, the left arm stays forward. Rebend into the right leg, bring both arms up. And as you shift back, take both arms behind you, fly it back. Runner's lunge, we shift forward, curl the left toes. Use your core, take the left leg up, vertical splits. If you want to do handstand pops, those are your options. You can do that. Hold that all day long if you like. Remain here for 3. Remain here for 2. Forward fold, left foot meets the right. Mountain pose, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Option to handstand, jump it back. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing. And we'll move to downward facing dog. Again, we're going to walk our hands to the back of the mat. This time we're going to take yogi squat. We come down. Take the hands together, prayer position. Press the elbows into the insides of the knees. Really draw the knees apart. Lift the sternum up. Keep the tailbone sinking down. You can always adjust the angles of the feet. Many of us will not be able to get the heels down onto the floor. It's totally fine. Okay, please place the hands on the floor, forward fold. Lift the hips up, toe heel your feet back together. Sit down onto your butt, roll onto your back, knees into the chest. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side a little bit here. Totally up to you. All right, let's extend the feet up towards the sky. Interlace the hands behind the skull. And just to warm up the core a little more, let's do 10 pulses of the chest up towards the toes. Keep the toes flexed. Do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now drop the feet so they're hovering 2 inches off the floor. Lift your chest, look at the toes. Scissor kick the feet back up to the sky. Try to keep the flatness of the low back on the floor. Beautiful. Bend the knees, soles of the feet to the floor. Figure 4, right ankle on top of left knee. Let your feet go to the left side. So you're the figure 4. And now 10 times we pulse the chest up towards the sky. We lift up, working on our obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing the feet back to the center. And then figure 4 on the other side. Right foot down, left foot comes over. Let the knees fall towards the right side. Keep the shoulders on the mat. Pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back to the center. Feet to the sky again. Lift it up. Yoga bicycles, but you got to keep your legs straight. So drop the right foot down. Keep the left leg up nice and high. 10 times. Right elbow towards the left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Right to the sky. Left to the floor. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left foot to the sky, knees to the chest, hug it in. Take the hands to the backs of the thighs, rock up to boat pose. Keep the sternum lifted up, knees coming in. Stay here or bring the hands out to the sides or peace sign fingers to the big toes for straddle boat pose. Lift it up. Okay, if you're in straddle boat, bring it back to the center. And let's take a forward fold, everybody. Set the feet down, and then we'll take a forward fold, top of the mat. Mountain pose. Rise up. Send the arms up above the head. Breathe in. Bring the hands to the heart center. Breathe out. We're going to do another figure 4 in the standing position. Right ankle comes on top of the left knee. So from figure 4, we start to squat down. And either I recommend you stay right here in the figure 4, working the hips, or you're going to come into hot tree pose. So you cradle your right foot, and we stand it up, drawing the right heel in towards the left hip. Right hand presses the right knee down towards the floor, and then we bring our hands to the heart center. Okay, if you're in hot tree, come back to the figure 4. Find your steadiness and your ease. And then we'll all just release. Stand it up. Right foot to the floor. Send the arms up. Breathe in. Hands to the heart center. Breathe out. figure 4, left ankle on top of the right knee. Flex the left toes towards the left knee, send the hips back, and let's sit the butt down. This is your figure 4. Option to stay here, or if you want to work into the hot tree, cradle left, stand it up. Left hand assists the left knee so it points down. Press the hips forward, thumb to heart. If you're in standing tree, let's move it back to the figure 4. Take your time, steady it out. We all should be there now. Let's stand it up, mountain pose. Left to the right, arms to the sky. Breathe in, exhale, bow in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Big breath in and empty. All right, team, rise to the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, float it up. Halfway up. Exhale, bow. Birdie pose, sit it down. Now in this birdie pose, I want us to come in a drinking bird where you take the heels off the floor so you're looking over the edge of the mat. Keep lifting the knees and the heels. Keep drawing the heels together. Call it drinking bird. Staff pose, right knee. Dancing Shiva or twist open. Back to the center. Birdie pose, right foot to the floor. Left foot back, power lunge. Inhale to crescent lunge. Hands to the center of the chest. Crescent lunge twist towards the right side. Keep anchoring towards the outside, palms pressed, turn it open. Crescent lunge, come back. Easy twist, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. Horizon lunge, right arm forward. Twist it open to the right side. Skandasana, walk it to the left. Take it down. Walk it forward, runner's lunge. Spin the left heel flat, warrior 2.
Give me one more time.
Right palm flips to reverse. One action for extended side angle. Back to 2. Straighten your right leg. Birdie pose, back of the mat. Right foot meets the left, sink it down. One action, you're going to set the left knee up to the sky. Curtsy, bring it back, down. Stand it up, bend to the right. Back to curtsy. Staff pose, left knee. Birdie pose, left foot to the floor. Star pose, step it out to the right. Take a big breath in. Bring the hands to the heart center, turn out the right toes. Trikonasana. Tilt, tick, tock, hips. Hand down, hand up. Go to the floor. Let's lift it up. And as you do, pivot the right toes in. Toes in, heels out. Take a back bend, open up the chest, get big, get gangster, breathe in. dive it forward. Take the hands to the outsides of the feet or fingers to the floor, a little yogi's choice here. Just get in the hamstrings, drop the hairline towards the floor. Hands back underneath the shoulders, halfway lifted, lengthen, crown forward, butt back. Runner's lunge, turn out the right toes. From here, we're gonna move into side plank. Left hand is the base, float the right foot back, reach up through the right arm. Drive the hips up and forward, up and forward. 3, 2, low plank, release. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog, breathe out. Inhale to the toe mounds. Bend the knees, look forward, fly it up. Halfway lift. Fold, birdie. Staff to dancing Shiva, left leg is up. Take the outside of the foot. Kick it forward. Coming back to the center, birdie pose, left foot sets down. Power lunge, right foot back. Crescent lunge, take the arms up. Hands to the chest. Revolve, crescent lunge. Turn it out. Palms press, open it up. Runner's lunge. Send the left arm forward, and we'll move into horizon. Sweep it out. Skandasana, walk it over to the right side. Here we are. Beautiful Skandasana. Runner's lunge, walk it forward. Frame up the left leg. Spin the right heel flat. Warrior 2. Rise. Left palm flips, reverse. One action, side angle lunge. Now on your inhale, you're going to stand it up, straighten out the left leg, pivot the left toes, and then step your left foot to meet the right. You're now in the flying pigeon pose here, not flying here in birdie. And from here, we're going to come into drinking bird. You're going to lift your heels, keep lifting the knees, keep drawing the heels together, squat down, looking over the cliff. Now in one action, we stand it up, right knee lifts, staff pose. Curtsy squat, right foot comes behind. Cactusy arms, drop it down. Stand it up, go left, twisting, twisting. Back to the curtsy squat. Staff pose, right knee lifts. Birdie pose, fly it back. Star pose, step it out, left side. Sweep the arms behind your back, palm to palm grip. Take a full back bend, arching, lifting the heart, open it up, bow in. Take the hands away from the low back. Drop it down. Keep reaching the hands away from the low back, pressing the palms together tightly. Rinse the shoulders out. Breathe. Please set your hands down on the floor, underneath the shoulders. Halfway lift and lengthen, Uddiyana Bandha, crown forward, butt back. Runner's lunge, face forward. From this position of runner's lunge, we are now going to take our side plank pose. Float the foot back, base is right side, right hand, and then we power it up. Power it up. Hold 3. Hold 2. Chaturanga, hands down. Upward facing. And we'll move to downward facing dog. Breathe out. Bring your right shin to pigeon pose. Let's slow it down. Right knee to right wrist. Take a little eye gaze over the left side. Square up the hips. Walk the hands towards the hips. Arch the spine. Breathe in. And let's move into your half pigeon. And coming up onto your hands, if you have the range of motion, bring the left heel in towards your butt. Let's grab the top of the foot and just get into the front of the quadricep and the psoas muscle on the left side. Just give it a little pull in. Now, if you have king pigeon, for sure you could go there. No problem layering up and layering down. Okay, we're going to release, swinging the left foot out in front. We're going to do Janu Shirshasana, so take your left out. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, turn left, forward fold. Now, sometimes I'll actually sit my heel of my foot in between my butt cheeks, which raises the hips up, and I get a deeper stretch. So you can always try that on for size. Deeper maybe, more efficient maybe, it's hard to say. It just feels good. And release. Now we're going to bring your right foot out. You're going to keep your feet about 2 fist distance apart or so. With a flat spine, peace sign fingers, take a hold of the big toes or whatever. If you have to grab your shins or your ankles or your knees, whatever you need to do, just keep that flat back. With the knees bent, we just start to pull the chest forward, keeping the chin lifted a little bit, flat spine. And you play with the distance of your feet a little bit. Since I have difficult hips, they tend to splay apart. And then over time, we just slowly start to straighten the legs out, and we bring more ease into the pose. And it's the fold, the double-legged fold. Great work. Let's release. And we're going to rock and roll back and forth on the spine a couple times. Find your way into a forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back, down dog. Take a moment here to reset. And then when you've reset the body, take the left shin, forward pigeon pose, left shin. Again, recommend walking the right foot back, taking a little eye gaze to ensure the linear line of the heel and the hip. Walk the hands towards the hips. It's going to give you a coming up and out of the low back so you feel that lift up. And then we'll walk the hands forward into sleepy pigeon. Okay, if you like, if you did it on the other side, come up on the hands. Want to draw the right heel in towards the glute. Take the top of the foot and just gently pull the right heel in towards your right hip. And you're going to release, coming out. Swing your right foot forward. Janu Shirshasana on the right side. Send the arms up, breathe in, and fold in. And release. This time we're going to come into wide-legged seated fold. So feet come apart, flexing through the toes. You can bring your hands behind you, balloon the chest up a little bit. Let's get the hips to settle onto the floor. Flex the toes so you're nice and grounded through the sits bones. Send the arms up. Breathe in and fold in. And release. Bring your feet together, about hip width, bend the knees, reverse tabletop. Bring the fingers behind you. So you want to, when you come into reverse tabletop, you want to make sure the wrists are directly over the shoulders. It's kind of hard to know unless you have a mirror. You press up. So now you have this stacking of bones. Press the hips up, drop the head back. Beautiful. Release, tailbone to the floor, lay down onto the mat, draw the knees into the chest, squeeze in. Okay, we're going to do an inversion. So if you want to do a headstand, or that's kind of your inversion choice, that's totally fine. Waterfall, where feet up the wall, is great. Or I like the old standard shoulder stand, where we send the feet up, walk the hands up the low back. For shoulder stand, walk the elbows in. I cross my ankles in order to give me leverage to kick it up towards the sky. And once I get upright, stacked properly, then I unwind and I drishti to the toes. Plow pose. Bend the knees, deaf man's pose. And slowly make your way out of deaf man's pose into fish pose. Roll the butt cheeks onto the backs of the hands. Send the toes forward. Root through the elbows. Open up the heart. Drop the head back. Release, mini shavasana. Just a moment on your back. Bump your knees up and down. Wind removing pose, right knee in. Elbows stay into the center line of the body. Notice if your right heel is sickling in towards center line. Try to align the heel with the knee. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Supine twist. Draw the knee over. Shoulders stay to the floor. Turn your head to the right. Release. Draw both knees into the chest. Squeeze. Right leg forward. Left knee stays in. One more squeeze in, and then twist it out. And release, bringing it back to the center. Bring the knees into your chest. And then from here, make your way to a comfortable seated position. Coming up to a seat, either half lotus or full lotus or whatever campfire style position is comfortable for you. I want you to place your hands either palms down or palms facing up on your knees. Close your eyes down. I want you to feel the rise and the fall of the breath. The rise and the fall, the exercise of the diaphragm as you take deep inhales and exhales. And here at the Feathered Pipe Ranch, I've been learning about a different type of breathing that is not ujjayi in nature. It is a silent breath, one that has no pause at the top or pause at the bottom. So it's a smooth inhale and then exhale and then inhale. So try that on for size and try to eliminate the pause. If you are trained in ujjayi breath or a chronic ujjayi breather, you're going to find this very challenging. And from this position of peace and calm, float your hands to the center of your chest. Dip your chin down just slightly. And with that, the higher self in me honors the higher self in you. Thank you so very much for joining me on today's video. Please open up your eyes. Once again, my name is Christian Allaire. This is your YouTube channel for Power Yoga. I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you for those that continue to support this channel by giving me Venmo donations, right? Link is in the description. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Have a terrific day.